This is Module 6, Growing the Social Media Business. After things fall into place, you need to focus on growing the social media business. With a vast amount of individuals visiting social networking websites, the social media has not only transformed into a platform for communication, but also become a place where huge markets are thriving. Many sites such as Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn have advertisements of products which range from mighty to the minute brand which coexist and compete. It is important to understand that most of these websites have an inexhaustible space for both buyers and marketers. There are multiple modes of advertising a service or a product, which can be analyzed by any expert who understands the dynamics of the markets existing over the internet. All these requirements call for an impending need to hire a manager who has expertise in targeting the most appropriate audience viable to market a product or a service. When it comes to growing your social media business, make sure you follow these simple tips. Constantly search for new clients. Maintain the existing clients and ensure they are satisfied with your service. Ask for new references. Ensure that your turnaround time is minimal. Get ready to invest on increasing manpower. More people appointed will increase your overall efficiency and increase your output. Stay updated with the latest developments of the industry. Come up with innovative strategies. Enhance your network building. Come up with special offers to entice new clients. Give discounts and offer competitive pricing models. In this way, you'll surely expand and grow your business. If you are new to this line, it is very important to be patient until you see the real rewards. You'll have to work hard during the initial phase, but once things have settled, you'll be able to sit back and relax. This is a relatively new career option, hence it is the right time to jump into the shoes of the social media manager before it's too late. The future is greener for this career now, when it still lies at its infancy stage. Most companies look out for social media managers are either offline companies or big firms, which have hired or identified teams religiously managing the social media interface of the firm. For most of the big firms, this is a new market to be identified. Therefore, most of the senior executives hire teams or individuals who are experts at dealing with the markets containing the most diverse clientele. For all companies, it is important to identify an expert who has not only the knowledge of the internet, but also an idea about the complexities of users who could be the prospective clients for the services and the products for the firm. The social media manager's primary and most crucial task is to identify these markets of individuals who could be the future customers of the products. This formulates the first phase of identifying and setting up the social media interface of the firm. There are many organizations which run their business in this space, and the business involves not only selling consumer durables, but also services which could not be conceived earlier to be shared online. There are companies such as Capgemini, which has also identified these markets and hired a team to handle the nuances of the social networking websites and also into maintaining a social interface. Considering all these factors, the social media business is a thriving business, which is here to stay for a very long time to come. This has not only created a pathway for a new way of marketing the products, but also given a new understanding of products to the customers. Through an online method, managers can answer live queries raised by the customers, which builds the reputation of the brand. Making the services more acceptable ways works for the betterment of both the customer and the firm which sells their products. Apart from an understanding of the services, it is also essential to have an in-depth knowledge of the values, mission, vision, and processes based on which the company operates. Apart from the social implications and marketing expertise which are to be considered by the firm and the expert, it is also essential to understand the economic implications which might affect the company and the social media manager. Different phases of the process require different levels of skill and expertise. So get ready to pave way for a brighter career in this line. If you're planning a career in this line, look no further, as this is the right moment to grab this opportunity. A bright future awaits you if you make the right choice. This is Module 7, Attributes of Highly Successful Social Media Managers. Possess unwavering passion for social media. This might be the most important attribute on this list for some employers. A passion for your job will often lead to results beyond what is expected. A good social media manager has passion for his cause and enjoys the involvement in social media. The best social media practitioners showcase their personalities with a dash of attitude and a bit of flair, and are very good in articulating their opinions online. They don't need to be brash or controversial in their opinions, but they do not avoid from asserting their viewpoints on behalf of your non-profit, its mission, and its programs. Most importantly, you must hear it in his voice and read it in his tweets. When personal life married professional life. It is a brand new web. It is social, it is mobile, it is public. You have to be willing to be on Facebook personally or LinkedIn professionally. You have to be willing to merge some of your personal life with your professional life online. It is not going to be easy for sure, and remember to draw a line between. For a highly successful social media manager, privacy is a huge concern, but it is not a crippling one. He takes responsibility for his own privacy and takes steps to protect it where and when he wants it. Have a solid personal network. Possess the skill to be social on a social network says a lot for itself, isn't it? Social skills can never be taught, yet it can be nurtured. A social media connectedness is an incredible asset, especially when adding corporate blogging, tweeting, or Facebooking to their job description. People who are already on the move in their social media sphere will slowly realize themselves being invited to manage a blog for the web. So a strong personal network will also add value to the job of a social media manager. This will help the organization leverage on his or her connections to generate buzz and hype around the messages that is to be communicated. Through working well with others on the business and to be able to liaise with other departments is an incredible asset that might count, especially when the individual needs to be maintaining balance of events and issues in other departments. That individual must be able to hit the ground running and is a great team worker. The person is communicating online, thus interpersonal skills will reflect greatly in their day-to-day activities. A resourceful person. Social media strategists deal with troubles of a young, under-budget and understaffed division. In fact, 62% of corporate social media divisions have existed for less than 2 years. Thus, a highly successful social media manager needs to work under these constraints and deliver the best results with what he or she is given. A creative freak. With creativity, it will differentiate social media campaigns stand out from the others. Carry out something different with a set of tools that tens of thousands of other non-profits also use is the trademark of a highly successful social media manager. His brain is always at work, thinking of new campaigns, and rather than shying away from being different and taking risks, he embraces it. Combination of creativity and ability to multitask is the winning combination of skills for a highly successful social media manager. Online communications experts. Just because someone is 18 and came of age using Facebook in his personal life does not indicate that he can manage and implement your online communities on social media sites successfully. Untrained interns were fined 2 or 3 years ago, when the internet was still developing and everyone was experimenting. However, that era is now over. The truth is, in terms of results in social media, you get what you pay for. And if you want the best person for the job, you need someone who has at least 1 year or 2 of professional experience in Web 1.0. He needs to have written content for the web, published an e-newsletter, blogged, and experimented with various online fundraising campaigns. It is hardly seen that someone who, with no background or experience in online communication or fundraising, will understand how to use social media to build an online brand immediately. Being a risk taker, while Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn do not drastically change every day, new social media analytic tools constantly emerge. Companies should search for community managers who are willing to go ahead and adopt an analytics product even if it hasn't received thousands of reviews. An indecisive social media manager could result in a failure to adapt to the ever-changing social technology sphere. A trendsetter. The non-profits that are the most successful in social media today were on MySpace and YouTube in 2005 and 2006. They have time on their side. Online communities have grown in numbers over time exponentially. The faster you start, the more likely you are to be successful. Besides that, online communities also tend to grow the fastest during the early adoption phase. They're not interesting or buzzworthy once thousands of other non-profits are using them. In fact, in the era of the social web, and even more so on the mobile web, early adoption in and of itself is a strategy. Only those who do it first are most likely to do it best. Be real. Social media marketing has transformed the customer to brand relationship. In a world where people can like a company's Facebook page and compliment or criticize an organization's customer service, social media managers are handled the task of creating a personable brand. It is essential for community managers to move beyond representing the voice of a company and also connect with followers. At Zappos, social media managers maintain a twitter.zappos.com website that displays its tweet activity. Followers can instantly view mentions of the company and tweets from its employees. In the end, people merely want to know a brand is not openly lying to them. Must have a mindset of a journalist. Only well-written, timely content is what directs the social web. Old news is not share, like, or retweet worthy. There are more and more non-profit communicators and social media practitioners need to consider themselves reporters for their causes and non-profits. Always listening, responding rapidly, and sometimes even reporting live. This explains why blogging has become so central to a successful social media strategy. It allows social media managers to react to breaking news by quickly and easily creating content that can be posted and shared by others on the social web. Mobility. A highly successful social media manager should be comfortable with the idea of posting status updates and tweets from any place at any time, when necessary. Whether we like it or not, the news cycle is now available 24/7, and as a journalist for your cause, you need to be too. Mobile technology allows that. Laptops are now becoming more hassle than smartphones and tablets, and as the mobile web continues to expand, so will the tools that have been uniquely designed for smartphones and tablets. The best social media and mobile technology practitioners promote these new tools, experiment with them, and are willing to give up some of their free time outside of traditional office hours in order to be available to their communities 24/7. Masters of emotional intelligence. Social media engagement is not about communicating. It is about listening, then communication. Although the ability to manage difficult personalities is not necessary, it is definitely critical. Emotional intelligence is the ability to not just become self-aware, but to also be able to respond and manage other people's perceptions and emotions. The ability to process information floating around the company, industry, or product will also help collect sufficient knowledge and solve consumer or fans' communication challenges. Prevent social media breakdown. For the whole social good it can do, social media does have a downside too. Social media managers are bombarded with messages all day long on social media sites. It can be too much for the mind to process sometimes, and information overload. A highly successful social media manager knows when to draw the line and takes time away from his communities when necessary. Super friendly, patient, and responsive. Highly successful social media managers enjoy engaging with and responding to comments on social media sites. They relish discussing ideas and issues online, and they do it with the virtue of patience and kindness.
They also pay attention to their communities on an almost daily basis. They express gratitude for support and they acknowledge questions and concerns. They possess the unique ability to diffuse troublesome personalities with kind but firm commentary. It is an important skill to navigate and guide the online commons and know how and when to react. A social individual. This trait may make sense, but do not overlook it. A person who hates communicating with his friends will likely hate dealing with customer complaints on a daily basis. A brand manager's impressive social skills will also translate to relatable blog posts and Twitter updates. Also, an outgoing community manager may successfully engage top influencers for the company. Find that person customers would take to dinner just to share a few laughs. Excellent persuasion skills. Surprisingly, the social media manager's scariest enemy isn't the customer. Oftentimes, it's management. The demonstrating return of investment in social media efforts has been evidenced to be an obstacle for many community managers. Altimeter's survey of social strategies determined that in 2011, corporate social strategies will focus most on creating ROI measurements. This desire to prove ROI suggests a need for social media manager who can pitch the benefits of social media manager to a management team largely unfamiliar with social media. Strong personality. It is important to have a great personality so that you can fit in well with other employees. In addition, it is also important to have a vibrant personality that will resonate with your community. Social media manager is the first point of contact for customers and community members, and his or her interaction will determine whether your audience will have a positive or negative opinion of your brand. A successful social media manager knows how to communicate in a fun, interesting way, who knows how to be diplomatic when people complain or criticize the company, and who can meet strangers at events. Excellent writing skills. The ability to be able to string words together and communicate clearly without ambiguity and misconception is especially important when in the social media space is an absolute necessity for success. A good sense of charm and wit might also get the fans developing a sense of connectedness with your brand. By doing so, it is easy to make this transition if you have background in brand management, marketing, public relations, and journalism. Creative wordsmiths are an excellent resource for your Facebook page. Must be a web fanatic. Never-ending enthusiasm about the web and social media trends is an absolute factor to become a successful social media manager. You don't really need to be a techie, you just have to be able to identify and use daily tools and techniques that make coordinating and engaging through social media platforms effective. Even high degrees and qualifications in advertising, public relations, journalism, and brand management may not count greatly when it comes to online engagement. Why pick someone who wants to feel his way through the web to manage your brand on social media? Fewer efforts will be needed to monitor results and updates when the person is a passionate follower of the web. This is because there are so many new developments each moment that it requires someone enthusiastic to meet up with the trends and interests. An enthusiastic person tends to have a steep learning curve. The ability to be able to unlearn, learn, and relearn is necessary in adapting well in the hectic pace of social media in the world.
This is Module 8, Essential Tools for Social Media Managers. The first tool is Edit Flow. Having Edit Flow in your collection helps you manage your team effectively. You can take snapshots of your monthly content with the calendar feature. It boasts new and improved content status beyond WordPress's default template, and groups can help their writers organized by department or function. Business owners with websites who use multiple authors for their content should give Edit Flow a try. It truly makes management easier and documented. The second one is checkthis.com. The website enables you to create a one-page website with minimal effort because it's so easy. No need to hire web designers and web developers who cost an arm and a leg hourly. Take a look at checkthis.com for your purposeful website needs. Bufferapp.com. One of the most useful tools for social media managers is BufferApp. It works by scheduling your content and posts it
on your Twitter or Facebook stream at regular intervals to prevent flooding. This is incredibly handy because no one wants an account that floods his or her news stream. The fourth is Hootsuite.com. Hootsuite is used to manage social media content for Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Foursquare, Ping.fm, and WordPress profiles. It helps you to schedule messages, keep track of all the streams, and measure your performance. TweetLevel allows you to search for specific hashtags, helping you to compile insights on who to follow based on their conversations with other people. Upon finding someone to follow, TweetLevel allows you to measure his or her social influence on his or her followers. You can also use it to analyze the hype around certain topic to determine if it's something worth delving more into. This tool will help you monitor campaigns and determine where in the conversation the problem is, if any. It helps you gauge who to follow for his or her social influence. CrowdBooster does wonders to manage social media activities on Facebook and Twitter. Not only does it auto-post content on both sites, it also tracks new fans and followers, provides statistics on how many times my status has been shared or retweeted. It shows who the most responsive fans are. Sometimes, social media managers forget to answer posts because of the volume of messages they receive in a day. CrowdBooster reminds you to respond in a timely manner. Lastly, perhaps the most useful feature of CrowdBooster is the ability to recommend the best time to post based on people engaged and number of shares and retweets. PageLever. This tool offers detailed analytics about your Facebook brand or business fan page that goes over and beyond what Facebook Insights offer. It's very affordable for what it does. If you want a clean look with visually appealing charts that can be used in presentations, this is the tool for you. It easily integrates with changes Facebook makes, such when the regular profile started changing to the timeline. Social Oomph. Another tool that helps schedule tweets to be published is Social Oomph. No one wants one person or account to flood the newsfeed. Social Oomph schedules your content to post at regular intervals. If you choose to, you can assign other individuals to help manage your Twitter account using this tool. Zite. With the increasing numbers of smartphones such as the iPhone and the BlackBerry, as well as tablets such as the Galaxy and the iPad, Zite is a mobile app that helps our mobile devices stay active and connected in social networks. This app is a personalized magazine that gets smarter as you use it. It allows you to gather content that is being shared in and by your community. It also integrates with your Google Reader account. With this, you can choose from numerous authors and media sites to build your personalized magazine. You can also plug in your social media profile credentials. Another cool feature is that you can have more than one Zite profile. For those who have trouble managing accounts, this app can let you view content and share what is relevant to your networks. It lets you share on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Delicious, Instapaper, and Evernote. These tools help you post on more than one site even while you're on the go. Evernote is a cloud-based file sharing app that is fast and reliable. With this app, you can create templates for future blog articles and save it to your iOS devices. It helps you create relevant elements within your blog articles to organize your writing, like the subject, message, titles, examples, rationale, keywords, links, perspectives, and so on. For people who like to organize the various components of blog entries into a logical sequence, this app is for you. Overall, Evernote makes it so much easier to brainstorm when you're on the go because you can create a section of the article at a time. Your posts are synced to your computer and iOS devices so that you can continue working even if you switch devices or while on the go. All components of your article, like the title, keywords, messages, are stored in Evernote. HubSpot is an all-in-one tool for businesses that are looking to generate more traffic, leads, and sales by making their online presence known. As a testament to this tool's potential, Google Ventures and Salesforce.com invested more than $30 million in HubSpot because of its continued astounding growth in only a few short years. This tool features a variety of components such as a super simple content management system that enables non-techies to build and design their own site, a blogging platform, lead nurturing tools, lead tracking tools, keyword and SEO tools, landing page creation, and many other features. Its usefulness lies in its simple system such that newbies and novices can learn to use it as well as provide resources to train its users. 2012 seems to promise another huge leap for HubSpot. Discuss. For blog users, the Discuss comment plugin is one of the must-haves to generate multiple opinions from readers. You can comment with your OpenID, Facebook, Twitter, Yahoo, Google, or Discuss account. Seeing as a blog is central to social media marketing, this helps encourage traffic from readers by letting them participate in the discussions without having an account with your blog host. With the comments enabled, this could increase the viral potential of your blog post because comments are shared across networks such as Facebook and Twitter. Their comments track back to your site so that other people can join in on the conversation. The SEO benefits are huge as well. SEO is boosted when engagement and commenting take place. Discuss helps discussion longer because readers can like and or dislike comments for more of an interaction. Discuss also lets you know what members of your community are saying on other blogs. If you want to form real relationship with your readers, this is for you. It will help you expand your blog community. Discuss encourages the community to share by interacting with them even outside your blog networks. Networking is key because this is what strengthens your bond with your readers and commenters. Nutshell Mail. One of the underrated social media tools is Nutshell Mail. It hasn't received much critical acclaim, but it's a useful tool. It helps save time for people running small businesses as they have to keep up with almost every aspect of their business single-handedly. They're in charge of sales, marketing, and a variety of other things. On top of that, they also have to deal with social media. Nutshell Mail sends you a message of your recent followers, comments on your posts, and all your other updates as well as links, so as soon as you wake up, you have an update ready to help you manage your time. Social Bakers offers paid Facebook statistics as well as free statistics for Facebook and LinkedIn. It's a relatively inexpensive way of keeping track of where you are, how many comments on your posts, and such. Currently helps you see what is currently being shared on social media. It's free, reliable, and has a real-time search engine for Twitter and Facebook searches. It's also very easy to use and straightforward. With Blacko, you can select the websites you want to search through. Slash tags are used for URLs, friends, communities, and you can slash in what you want to include in the search and slash out what you don't want to include in the search. Blacko is essentially a tool that will help control and filter your search results thanks to slash tags. Social Mention makes social awareness a lot easier as a social media goal. This useful tool allows you to set up social media alerts so that you can measure awareness for certain keywords. It compiles user-generated content into a single pool of information. Cloud also measures awareness on Facebook and Twitter by graphing your score results. It's another easy, simple, easy-to-use tool for social media managers. PostRank Analytics measures results in improving loyalty as a social media goal. It is marked as one of the favorites of social media marketers. On Twitter, it's not so much the number but the people you follow or who follows you. Refollow makes sure they continue to follow but notifying you if anyone unfollows you or follows you. It allows you to lock into valuable followers you have connected with. Another feature of Refollow is filtering search on Twitter for uncovering insights such as the things you have in common with followers. It will help connect with followers the user has had no interaction with. A simple message to that follower can build a great business relationship. For social media managers looking for a decent list of like-minded people, Refollow is a helpful tool. It focuses on quality over quantity. Tracker. One way to find people who are influential in your community is to use Tracker. It allows you to pinpoint who in your industry has influence on your business and clients. It shows how social media leaders are contributing to your content. Tracker's unique intelligence helps you build engagement strategies and see the results of those campaigns. The last one is Sockmetrics. This web-based tool helps you to understand people and interact with them and their bearing on your campaign. The competitive influence feature lets you narrow your search into keywords so you can see who is or is not influential in your space. This tool can help you build a name for your brand and help you increase sales.